Are we on the internet?
Tell us the truth, Taliesin!
Seriously. Good evening. Welcome to an all-new Talks Machina. My name is Brian W. Foster, and I will be your host this evening. Tonight, we will be discussing Critical Role Campaign 2, Episode 14, Fleeting Memories, with my guests, Travis Willingham and Taliesin Jaffe.
Who are you, Taliesin?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Hit it, Chief. We're back. I missed the countdown. I did not hear it. I was looking at the bubbles. We're back. Good evening. Welcome, esteemed panel of guests. Taliesin, Travis. You look especially amazing.
Thank you. It was what was in my car.
Both sort of colors of your hair have made their way onto the scarf too. Which I think
This is all a plan.
I told Taliesin earlier today that because his hair is that color now, I was hoping he could tell me who my patron is.
Oh shit! Yes, that's pretty awesome. All right, well, let's get through some announcements. We have a lot. Up first, this week, tomorrow actually, Vox Machina Origins issue number 6 is out via Dark Horse.
Number 6.
Yeah.
Comixology, your favorite digital comic stores, and then plans in the works for a
All together.
all-together version of the comic, which we'll announce that whenever it happens. Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, will feature custom voice sets and character portraits of Vox Machina. The game is out May 8th. Pre-order at versusevil.com/Critical Role.
Nice.
Very nice.
The Critical Role free DLC will allow you to create customer characters in the game and assign Vox Machina voices and character portraits to them. That's pretty cool. You guys have already been recording, right? Or are you done? Or are you still going?
We're done.
I was going to say, what can we say?
Yeah,
I don't know.
we're done.
Why do I look at you like you're the adult?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You know the little things, the little the growths in the ocean that little clownfish swim in and out of? What do you call those?
I don't actually know, but I know what you're talking about. What?
Sea anemones.
Sea anemone.
Yes. Sea anemone.
Anemone.
Have a hard time saying that.
Sea anemone.
Wow.
No, I don't think I said it right actually. I put the M&M's Oh God.
Oh
Anemone.
boy.
Yep. I can't say it right.
You
say
sound like
anemone?
me trying to pronounce
Sea-
anything after 10 p.m.
Anemone.
Sea
Anemone.
anemone.
And
Think
enemy.
of an enemy.
Yeah.
I usually say it fast enough so people don't notice, but
Yeah,
in the
say
game
it.
I have a problem with it. I say
Yeah.
it a lot.
Start sounding like Paula Abdul there after a trip to Walgreens. Wednesday Club tomorrow. Taliesin, tell us who's going to be on and what you'll be discussing.
Wednesday Club tomorrow, we are discussing Infinity Gauntlet and all things Infinity. We're actually, I think, and this was, I think this was my fault. The episode title, I believe, is Death is Bay.
This bay. She
It's
is.
the best
Excellent.
Thanos in joke we could think of.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Do you share the same thinking as I do in that I felt like Rick Moranis should have played Thanos in the movie?
Quit his retirement early and come
where's he
out.
been?
Back out. Oh.
What else do we have? Critical recap with our fantastic Danikar. Right over here.
Danikar!
Post to YouTube Thursday morning and airs 15 minutes before Critical Role in the pre-show art gallery. Besides all the beautiful art that ends up there, another great reason to tune in early is to see Danny recap the previous week's episode for you right before the new one starts. Asinine Wisdom is a show that airs after ours at 9 p.m. on Twitch. Special guest tonight,
Some weirdo.
This guy.
Yeah, there he goes.
this guy. I guess literally everyone else couldn't make it. Whenever I get an email that someone wants me to come on, I'm like, Is Andy Dick not available?
No, that's like they asked me, but then I remember they also asked me not to tell you that they asked. Wait, shit.
That sounds about right.
No, I was supposed
Messing
to.
it up right now.
Damn it.
Also, our second to last announcement, if you guys missed it on the social medias yesterday, I was a guest on the Engon podcast. The guys who do the Division stream for Ubisoft Massive had me on. They're huge critters and amazing dudes. So they had me on. We talked for like an hour and a half. I tell the untold secret origins of Vox Machina. And
Yes.
the first question, Petter wanted to know about my Gen Con pants.
Yep.
The bright orange Gen Con.
that.
Which you said you've only worn several times.
Yes.
That's right.
My Beastie Boys outfit. And then, we talk about the show. We talk about a lot about Critical Role and D&D. I might have mentioned something about a TV project I'm working on.
Yeah.
So, check that out. It's on
The non-porn one, right?
the non-porn one.
Got it.
Yeah, the single X, not the triple X.
Make sure.
Check my Twitter or, we'll tweet it out again later so you guys can see it. Finally, our last announcement, 826 LA, our fantastic charity that we support. What are you laughing at?
No, I like it.
Okay. We've partnered with 826 LA for a very special fundraising campaign. If you guys didn't hear about this Thursday night, the 826 organization inspires the next generation of storytelling and has been a long-standing friend of Critical Role. We've been kind of since really the beginning. They linked up with them, right?
Yeah. One of the OGs, Marisha, Matt,
Yeah.
Joel. Yeah. Great.
We are raising money to help thousands of students in Los Angeles unlock their inner creativity. So there are donation tiers, and for every time we hit a new tier, we unlock a new cool thing. I believe a AMA Q&A is already unlocked on Reddit with the whole cast. Our very own Sexual Car is getting a Frumpkin tattoo
Yeah,
because
I
we
saw
hit
that.
that tier. Some of the other ones that can happen are Matt will do another fireside chat, which should be really exciting. And if we hit, I think the final one, Matt will help. You guys can help Matt create an NPC for this campaign again.
Yeah.
Wasn't there was a human cloning thing in there too? If we hit a certain amount, we clone Matt. We just start making them for
Yes,
production.
we just start making them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Only
seed
in
money.
Switzerland, though.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, it's the labor laws are strict over there. Many thanks to Mark K, a fantastic friend of ours, for offering to match literally every single dollar that you donate, up to $40,000.
Yep.
Many companies offer donation matching programs too, so be sure to check with your employer to see if they might be able to maximize your contribution. That's always cool. We've already unlocked a special discount code for the Legendary Bundle, no relation, which includes all available digital content from our friends at D&D Beyond and a few more special things. To check out the incentives and to donate, please visit 826la.org/Critical Role. That's awesome. You guys have been down there.
Oh, yeah.
How is it?
It's beautiful. I love the place. I've actually I went to the first 826, and the first one I ever ran into was the one in San Francisco. Which is pirate themed. They each have a different theme.
Yeah, they do.
And they don't do this anymore, but at the time they had a big bucket of lard, like not even a bucket, it was like a barrel. And you had a scoop, and you could just buy lard by the pound because it was a pirate store.
Oh,
But we have the
yeah.
time travel mart, so we have like a hyper-galactic slushy machine and robot milk. And
Yep.
man,
There's
that's
security
way cool.
cameras with feeds that show different times in the parallel runnings of the universe.
It's great.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're awesome.
It's an AMA with the crew, not the cast?
Yes.
The crew like these guys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's way better. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, let's hit that tier, folks. I'd be interested in submitting a couple of questions for that shit. Well, without further ado,
I do.
let us discuss.
Yep. What else discussed? It happened.
We start the show discussed every week.
Yeah.
Without further ado, let us discuss episode 14 of Critical Role Campaign 2, Fleeting Memory. Really? Oh, yeah. We have some crit roll stats for this
Yeah.
episode, courtesy of our friends at Crit Roll Stats. There were 7 9 references
Nine.
before the game even started. getting a little ridiculous.
No, we're just getting started.
I'm all about it. This is the first episode in campaign 2 to not have a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
I mean, there wasn't a ton of rolling this episode outside of some insight checks and some
Powers are fading.
deception checks.
Why did you give this snitch away?
Don't know why I
Yeah,
did it.
I questioned that decision since the beginning.
You can't have fear.
True. True.
Fear.
This is the lowest number of crits rolled in an episode in this campaign, a single nat 1. Yeah,
Man.
Episode 74 in campaign 1 was the first and only Critical Role episode to not have any crits whatsoever. It's crazy, 74.
I'm looking at you.
We're going to be in heavy combat all Thursday. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
It'll
boy.
be great.
It's all your fault, T. It's all this black hole you've created. We're on the event horizon right now.
Yep.
Go in and see if he's hidden the die away somewhere in the cabinet.
We do like a little silent recon on the golden snitch.
Ooh, yeah, all we have to do is touch it to any part of Will Wheaton's body. It's cursed
Change
for the
the
rest of
polarity.
it. Yeah, we don't have to tell him. We can just walk up and touch it onto
I
his
think I
shoulder.
may have his pinky toe in my locker. I'll double check.
You want a toe? I can get you a toe.
Yeah, you will.
I can get you a toe.
Get you a toe by this afternoon. Our first question
Lebowski.
for tonight comes from Caitlin Adlard, and it's for you, Taliesin. On a scale from 1 to the first Briarwood name drop in Campaign 1, how stressful was that interaction with Cree?
I would say it was more stressful than the Briarwoods because I kind of knew.
I had the same expression.
No, because with the Briarwoods, at least, like it was like I kind of knew what that was. I didn't know exactly what that was going to be, but like that had a shape already of like this is your home. This is a
Yeah.
place. There's terrible people in there. Whereas I had no idea what this like that name. I had no idea that name was coming. I didn't have any idea what was happening. I just gripped my seat and held on and was hoping that I could get through it. Tried to bullshit my way out of it and failed.
You really didn't know it was coming. You
Nope.
don't know what they're asking you about.
Nope.
Interesting.
Maybe.
Watching closely. Tricky. Layers to this guy.
Dude, I know we're getting into the nougat center now.
Yes.
It's happening.
Yeah, we're gonna peel some of those back tonight and probably cry in the process. Travis, distance yourself from me legally with an answer to this question. From @excelled by E. I do my best, guys. Why were you so willing to make the deal with the gentleman? Was it because you were sure you could win, or did you think he was bluffing?
Yeah, that was baller, man.
Yeah, I simple answer is I was bored. No, genuinely, I don't know why. For some reason that day, like I just felt like being a little reckless.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, like Ford's very calculated, and I don't know if it's just being the partial babysitter half of the group after coming off of such an idiotic asshole for 3 years. But I was like, I want to get drunk and live recklessly. I'm gonna do this deal, and I'm gonna become somebody's bitch if I lose.
Yeah.
And I just got lucky on the first 2 dice, so then I just tried to drive the pot up.
Heck
Well
yeah.
done.
Yeah, 7, and I was
Well
like, oh, we're
done.
doing great. And then it was a 5 out of a 6. I'm like, we did. And for the poker players out there, I'm sure Foster recognized the check raise.
Oh, yeah.
From the second to the third.
You did not do as well the last time we played poker.
No, we don't. especially against you. I think I went out first. Didn't I?
You did go out first, and then Roger, and
Yep.
then it was just me and Troy, and he beat me. Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
crazy poker face. It's like probably all the plastic
It's the
surgery.
Botox.
It's the Botox. Taliesin, help people forget what I just said with an answer to this question from Dear Emo. And it's like a deer, like a doe, a deer.
A female deer.
Female deer, you know. Not to discriminate.
Hey, no.
What scared him the most about meeting someone who recognized him from a past he doesn't know?
It's not necessarily scared. It's that everything would just go so much more smoothly if it never came up again ever. That's all.
Right.
Yeah. It's like running into your ex that you didn't necessarily part on the best of terms 5 years later. It's not that you were scared that it was going to happen. It was just, well, this is inconvenient right
Yeah.
here, right now.
Yeah.
Outside of the Urban Outfitters.
Yeah. Wow.
boy.
Oh God. Like in between the Urban Outfitters and the Forever 21.
Yep.
There's nothing good happens in that little vortex. That's a bad place. That is You salt the earth
Except
there.
for the Cinnabon while it was still there.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Travis shops at Big and Tall. Taliesin shops at Dark and Cold.
Ooh, yes. Let's open up. Dark and cold.
Yes. I got it at Goth. You could just have a store called Goth.
Yeah, no.
You gotta go up at the end of the jingle though. I got it at Goth.
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 Man.
Yeah, that's it. That's perfectly too.
Did you get enough time to answer that question, or did Travis and I ruin it?
No,
for
no,
you?
it was fine. It was, yeah. I don't want to spoil too much, but
No,
yeah,
don't.
no, it was definitely. It's interesting. Like half the audience has kind of figured out what I'm doing with Molly, and the other half is still thinks I have some other sinister plan as opposed to the sinister plan I currently have.
So you've seen people that have called it?
Oh yeah, very few people called it from the beginning. There were like 2 people who were like, I know what this is. This is how it's going to go down. I was like, wow, that's pretty close. And then like there's a certain subsect of people right now who have utterly figured out what I'm doing, and I'm very impressed.
Wow.
But it's not the majority. It's a that I've seen anyway.
Have you told anyone who Molly Mock was going to be originally?
What that he was going to be if Percy didn't come back, it was going to be Molly?
No. About what his last name was going to be?
No, I haven't told anybody that. Oh, except Danny. That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean,
Yeah, we didn't say it.
Say it.
Yeah, no, it was originally going to be Molly Mock Trickfoot.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Oh, snaps.
Because the original thought was to make it the Trickfoot Circus.
Yep.
But like a distant relative,
Yep.
Matt was like, I don't know if we want to connect that hard.
It's a close
immediately."
connection.
Very
Yeah, he was like, it's a
Very
little
cool
close.
idea,
I was like, all right, I'll back
very
off.
immediate,
But it
yeah.
was originally going to be,
Very cool,
originally
though.
going to be Molly Mock Trickfoot.
I'm just a fan of those Trickfoots.
Yeah, me too.
It's
I'm
a
big
good last
fan of
name,
this.
man.
It is.
It's a great last name.
Forgot about that.
I know, but I knew that.
Yeah.
I remember you saying a few weeks before the campaign that you were going to shoot.
I checked with Ash before doing it because I didn't want to like drop that on her.
She loved it.
Yeah, I was.
But I understand why you went in a different direction.
Yeah. It was better for what Matt was putting together.
Yeah. Wood Owlmaker wants to know, question for both of you. Thoughts on the gentleman? Do Ford and/or Molly trust him to keep his word?
No.
I mean, I don't know. He's running organized crime, which means that you need a certain amount of reputation to actually do that. I'm sure he'll figure out a way of screwing everyone over without actually breaking anything he said.
Right, and he's got a lot of people that are loyal to them, and that doesn't come without like taking care of people that do things for you.
Yeah, like you can't maintain that kind of reality unless you're like pretty on board with things.
I mean, I think I'm looking for the double cross, like now until completion, right, and then for like a solid week afterwards.
Oh.
And then if there's none, and there's like a repeat job, then like maybe there's some like straight up business that could be done there. But
Yeah.
just feel like we could be the fall guys at any second.
We could. This could be a fall guy thing, or this could be the attempt to start a relationship.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, this is a little audition for us.
It could be an audition. I'm
He's
excited.
a
Plus he sweats a
water.
lot, so.
He's a water genasi.
I think so, right? Either that or he's just got like a thyroid problem. so.
And blue skin.
Very serious.
He doesn't get enough oxygen.
Poor
It's
circulation.
just- yeah.
Yeah.
Don't judge.
Yeah. Maybe he's got a blood clot in one of his big toes or something.
She got that looked
The
at.
deadly ones. Not the toes.
Travis.
Sorry, we're adults.
Yeah, we'll get there. Brittany Albertson wants to know, of the Albertson family.
Yes.
What do you think would have happened if Ford had lost to the gentleman? Have you thought about that since Thursday?
No.
Because you won so easily.
Well, after the first die, I knew I was in good shape, and I think in my mind I actually skipped over the fact that he was like, "If you lose, you're mine," and I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to consider that. I don't know what that means," but I assume it just means that I would be in his debt to work off, a certain number of jobs before. I assume. I don't
He's
know.
going to send you to the ethereal plane and banish you there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Have to bartend for a while. He would just be bartending.
Bar backing.
Yeah.
Just bar backing.
Just bar backing.
You've bartended.
I've bartended and bar backed.
Yeah?
Bar backing is worse.
That actor life coming up, right?
Seriously, valet, barback, bartender, waiter.
Weirdest day job you had before doing acting full time?
Oh.
Security in Hollywood was good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, breaking up grill fights. It's not one you want to do
No,
at like
the
2:30
nails.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Seriously.
The heels, the nails.
Yep. And they're always
I've been in
packing
a few of
stuff.
those.
Knives, combs,
Yep.
gel. Mm-hmm. No gel.
Pepper spray.
Yep. What was the weirdest job? I had one that was weird. Can't remember.
According to Chief, I'm wearing too much gel tonight.
Chief?
Comment about my hair being shiny.
That's it.
I don't wear gel.
It's like, yeah.
That's just grease.
It's just grease, man.
Yeah, it's cooking oil.
It's cooking. It's
Crisco.
Stop it.
It's like Max Headroom hair.
I love a dapper man.
What's a weird job you've had?
I don't know. I worked at a video store for a while back when they had those.
Yeah, right.
That was great. I worked at a candle company making candles. I managed a Japanese toy store for a
Did you
while.
ever Tyler Durden any of the candles?
Man, it was that weird. It was a very weird company.
I bet.
It was.
I bet.
Yeah. I'm not going to say the man's name on there,
No,
but he was
don't.
he was a bit odd.
I worked for a catering company that did baby showers exclusively, so you had to wear like black tuxedo pants, the white shirt, and pink bow ties and cummerbunds.
That's very party down.
I didn't make it very long there.
I worked for a company that rented porta potties.
Their business was renting porta potties, or they just rented them because they didn't have a proper bathroom?
That's what I want to know.
No, they rented them to like construction sites or events, like you could rent like the real nice ones. And so my day was all of these angry contractors calling me and being like, "Where's my fucking shitter, man?"
Oh yes, sir. Your high quality shitter's on the way, sir.
Yeah, that was a fun one. All right, I just wanted to know, because you brought up bartending. Rena Mira has a question for you, Taliesin.
Mm-hmm.
In playing an amnesiac, do you, Taliesin, know Molly's backstory? Or did you leave it all up to Matt? If yes, how terrifying is that, having no idea what he might throw at you?
Terrifying is great. It was, I might as well just be frank with this, because this is kind of the way things are going. It was back when we were getting our tattoos, when I was getting tattooed, I pitched Matt my idea for the character. And it was less about not him having no memory and more kind of a particular state of consciousness and sort of a particular character that could only function if he had nothing, other than himself.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I just left a set of clues sort of built into how he was found and where he was found into kind of a very loose sketch of wherever that was. But nothing I wouldn't have known. There's nothing that I know that Molly knows.
Okay. Interesting.
But Molly knows a little bit more than I've said so far, so that's the best I got.
Wow. Mystery continues.
It's actually going to be even more interesting because there's been a series of weird coincidences in this game that have made like things that were definitely not related that have gotten even more weirdly relevant.
Did you have a blink reaction during it? So if I go back and scan the last 13 episodes, I'll find it.
You might.
You have time
I think
for
you
that?
should.
Don't make me do it if it's not in there.
No. You've got time, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a very busy guy at all.
Just playing a lot of video games right now.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, yeah.
I've hidden the secret
Reading through
in the current update of
encyclopedia
Overwatch.
again.
Catching up on all my National Geographics.
Yeah, dude. Finally getting to that stack that Grandma gave me.
I wanted one of those.
I've got
when I
some
was
Sunset magazines going back to like 1978, and
Heck
I
yeah,
just
dude.
can't wait to get through them.
stack of yellow.
Camping World. Well, let's give away some free shit, shall we? Each week, we like to feature unique creations by you, the critters, including those epic gift-making skills. It's time for Gift of the Week.
Give it away!
Give of the week.
Our winner for episode 14 of Campaign 2 was sent in by Devin Wu, aka Infra. Let's take a look. Have you seen this yet? Look at the intelligence score go down. There aren't pictures. The fuck are you reading it for then? Anyway. Your grog is showing. Anyway, everybody. That one's amazing. Congrats to you, Devin. You have won this set of extremely rare Critical Role dice. And some pencils. Yay, these pencils are great. Here's the pencils, and then these are the black red ones. Ooh, these are fancy.
And those have been baptized in the waters of Jaffe Lake. Yep.
I used the D20 in my home game, and it's worked out very well.
Really?
Yeah, we can't guarantee that it will for yours, but it does for mine.
Disclaimer, lower left.
You just never want someone to sue you for. Remember, you can submit your gifts for our weekly contest by emailing them to submit
Amazing transition.
at ToxMachina. What was that? Was that all we get? All right, well, I asked for one and they gave it to me. Submit at ToxMachina.com. Oh, I love you guys and girls so much. Moving on. Submit. Travis. Eldgith wants to know, what is Ford's thought on Caleb's sudden change in attitude?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think from Ford's perspective, maybe pulling out the old falchion on him might have scared him into like being more of a team player, because we didn't really have a chance to talk about it.
No.
Which is fine.
I felt very, very positively about what you did there. By the way, I'm with you.
Yeah. I feel like it didn't need to be addressed. I think I know people who were like, looking forward to it, but just as in life, sometimes shit doesn't get said,
Yeah.
And I think it got through, and I think it got through to Not also, like Not as Caleb's kind of agent / protector / valet has been like really a good sort of transition for Caleb as well.
He's his Bates.
Yeah, sure.
Little Downton Abbey reference there for the sentimental people in our audience.
Oh, I love that.
I love Bates.
I do too.
And
I want
Mrs.
him some
Bates.
Yeah, I know both of them. Yeah, I don't know. There's also a part of me that feels like Caleb is he's a smart cookie, and maybe he's just trying to play nice so that maybe Ford doesn't keep such a careful eye on him next time we're in a room full of nice and shiny things.
Yeah. Let me ask you a follow-up that actually Boats 911 had sent in. Does Ford regret how he handled the confrontation with Caleb? Wasn't pulling a sword on a teammate during a getaway more of a risk to the mission than Caleb's theft?
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
And here's why.
I'm into that.
Because Ford Ford would not have done anything.
Yeah. It was just to say, I'm
Yeah,
serious.
little Mexican standoff, everybody was drawing down, right? And I think, it was just to say, you can't do this and just, walk out, because we're either going to be a team or nothing at all. And if they had pushed it long enough, Ford needed to get out of there along with everybody else, so probably just would have left, and then I would have felt real salty afterwards. But yeah, I wasn't going to do anything against it. Sometimes it's just the check, right, of the person that has to be put.
Can't be a team if everyone's doing their own thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Pre-stream of the first campaign, was there, before you guys all, during the home game or whatever, was there ever a standoff like
Any
that?
drawdowns?
Yeah.
Was there?
Between you guys?
There was occasionally a little bit of stuff, but nothing like that. I mean, like the only closest thing to that in the previous game would have been the Grog Percy
That's right.
skull standoff,
Which was so good.
which you were on the other end of.
Hard to top that one.
No,
I have
nothing.
to say.
That is
Even though I lost.
That was peak Grog.
Yes. And I mean, because Talison's made it very clear that Percy would have handled me.
I definitely would have handled him. And you were it was the conversation in the kitchen afterward, like, right, I remember specifically the conversation in the kitchen afterward where you're like, what would have happened if I put my hand in that? And like, you would have found the skull. You're just like, no! No! You were so angry.
I wasn't tracking it. I didn't know that shit was sitting right in there. My lack of D&D knowledge had no idea that he had just minor illusion or like,
minor illusion did away.
Yeah.
Son of a
That's
bitch.
hilarious.
I was like, are you fucking serious? Yeah, I was pissed.
Yeah,
I was pissed.
that did not sat well. It made
At
me happy.
home, I don't think we ever drew down. I mean, the twins bickered.
There was the don't snap a trinket on the ass.
That's right. Oh,
That was a
yeah.
real deal.
Yeah, but she never pointed an arrow in my face.
No, it can't. Yeah.
Your bear death will do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a more traditional group, so there was a little less bickering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like you guys were as bad of people as you are now.
Molly's great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna actually. I think Fjord's great. So.
Thank you. I think he is too.
Yeah. No, these are.
And I was assuming that Molly was up to some shit, but I have to assume right now that Molly doesn't quite know very much.
No,
Yeah.
not much at all.
That's unfortunate.
It's interesting because like I think Grog and Percy were kind of the most iffy characters in the previous game. And I think now we're the least iffy characters, but on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Because like you were Grog.
Molly's all the way back to least iffy?
Well, I'm like, oh man, yeah, you can predict what Molly's going to get up to. There's no, yeah. If
Okay.
once you figure it out, it's pretty easy.
So Molly's somewhere between full of shit and up to some shit.
They're very subtle levels.
Kind of like you, if I actually
Hey,
had to.
that's true. Oh man.
I say that with love.
Hey, so did my mom growing up. Speaking of Taliesin, Megan Chrome has a question for you. How does Molly feel about being put in a zone of truth? Was he ready to share that information?
As a disciple of the Moonweaver, that was not a pleasant experience.
Wait, now the Moonweaver is from the Tal'Dorei
Yeah,
campaign
from the
guide,
Tal'Dorei
right?
campaign.
Tight. Moonweaver.
Yeah, can't. Yeah.
Oh, we got Max to laugh. 31 minutes into the goddamn episode.
3 years.
Guess we can call it a night.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, like it wasn't pleasant from that experience, especially as somebody who was like, okay, you know what, I will eventually like let these kids in on what's going on after a few months, and we've like gained some trust. But yeah, we've known each other for like a week in game right now.
Is that right?
Like not a lot of
Yeah,
time.
it was like 10 days
so
or
that
something.
did
Sam
not
was
feel
saying.
good. Yeah, that's a lot of that's a little there's trust and then there's trust.
Yeah.
And so that's.
Yeah, but you seemed kind of open to it, right? Or were you?
I didn't know what to do, and like if I had been with the circus, everyone knows, and we just would have ran. But like I don't have my support system at all. I don't have anything I'm used to. Literally, my entire life has been one thing, and now it suddenly is something completely different. So I was like, I'm kind of fucked anyway. So I just sort of put everything on Red 15.
You can tell me this because nobody's listening.
No.
How much does Yasha know?
Yasha knows everything.
Everything that you know, or more?
Everything, almost everything I know, but pretty close. In fact, actually, Yasha knows more than Yasha currently knows because I have to send another email.
Good to know.
Yeah, she did tell me she got an email full of juiciness.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
And when you get one of those from Taliesin,
Yeah, I know. You used to send those with a wax seal. Now it's just
yeah.
email.
Yeah, it's been trying to figure out how to email a wax seal. Keeps fucking
Taliesin,
up my phone camera.
the way you look tonight, it seems like you should be the doorman at that hotel for assassins in John Wick.
Oh my God, Mr. Wick.
You
I'm
like
ready
fit
for, like,
into
3
that
more of those
whole-
movies,
I am
man.
too.
You have gold coins? in your
I am
pocket?
too.
God, I should. I have them over on the set. Oh,
He just has shrunken heads and shit
I have
tonight.
bubbles. I have bubbles in my pocket. That's all I have.
Human toast.
Travis,
Yes.
speaking of backstories,
You do.
labeled dinosaur wants to know. What do you have in there?
Bubbles. I always have bubbles
Oh yeah,
in my
that's
pocket.
the bubbles.
But more bubbles.
No, I have
No,
extra
he has double bubbles.
Oh my God, double your bubble trouble.
Bubble trail.
Travis, given your own character's backstory, how does Molly's missing story affect the way Ford sees him? Is there a kinship
Is there
in
stuff I
neither
should
of
know
you
right now?
understanding your powers?
No, you're fine.
Okay. I'll close my ears.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't take it there as a player, not quite that far yet, just because I thought that Molly was probably the most scheming, covered up, layered person in the group, and that one was going to be a hard one to start to suss out. So finding out that he has a very limited memory, like past just a few years, it's tough when it's like who shot JFK. You're not even going to find anybody that knows the answer to that that's alive, right?
Yeah.
So
It was the aliens.
yeah, right. So I mean, there might be a way to. I'm sure that'll come out at some point, but for Ford, he's not as concerned about finding out about the things that he doesn't know about, because I think he's comfortable just leaving things unanswered, right? Like, just if I don't do anything and if I don't ask, maybe if I don't move, everything will just be cool and things will stay the same, right? I think he's a little bit afraid of drastic change and more episodes like that, just because they're extremely unsettling.
His green skin
You don't know,
isn't-
do you? I love you.
No, I've kept away from it.
I didn't watch yours or anybody's. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Liam's or Marisha's.
Yeah, when we get sent out of the room, we stay out of the room. We
Yeah.
don't look.
Yeah. You guys refill on snacks?
Oh yeah. All the cheese puffs.
Oh man, I found some in my backpack from Thursday night. Did you? When I was packing it for today, I was like, ooh, cheese puffs.
Oh, these are some good cheese puffs.
I know, I can't eat them before the show or I have Donald Trump fingers all night. Taliesin,
Make me
no, I'm sorry.
snort.
Rabid Ronnie wants to know,
Ronnie.
did he wake up in the coat or was that his own fashion choice later?
Okay, I can say this because it was supposed to be implied, but like
Rabbit Ronnie
he woke up not in any clothes more or less, and also with no hair. He was shaved. He had no
Ooh.
hair, and not the tattoo set that not the.
So that's
current-
all recent.
Oh yeah, that's all everything.
Hair had been
Everything.
shaved, you said.
Yeah, he had a shaved. He had like very very super short hair, and he had the red tattoos.
Oh,
Nothing
wow.
else.
Nothing else besides the red ones?
What the fuck? No clothing buried with you? You were
Nope.
just a la Molly in
Well,
the
he
dirt.
doesn't know how long he was down there, so it could have just been.
Remember
put
the
next to him.
game with Michael Douglas and
Yeah.
Sean Penn?
Yeah.
Extremely underrated movie.
Extremely underrated.
It's one of David Fincher's best. If you haven't seen the game, I think it's on Netflix or something. Find it, watch
my
it
God.
tonight.
Do yourself a
Turn
favor.
this show off and watch it. But there's a scene
Where he wakes up in the
in
coffin in Mexico.
It reminded me of that.
I love. Yeah, it's a little.
Spoilers from 1995.
Yeah, a little more. I kind of imagine like Act One of Raising Arizona.
Yeah.
Of just.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yes.
John Goodman bursting
Hell
out
yeah.
of the.
What's the peacock tattoo about?
It's just covering the red tattoos.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, there's more, but yeah.
Are you lying?
Not lying, but I'm omitting things. So. I'll admit.
Typical.
Yeah, the tattoos are an awful lot about just gathering circus skill and also covering any, not looking like whatever was in the ground.
Okay.
Very specifically, rebuilding a
What was
persona.
in the ground?
Yeah.
We don't know.
This is, I'll get into it, but like, yeah, I have it. Like a lot of people say things like Molly's missing time or missing memory. It's like Molly is not missing any time or memory. Molly's 2 years old. Molly. He's not missing anything at all.
Molly talks in the fucking
Molly's
third
fine.
person in a creepy ass
Yes, he
way.
does.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's not. There's nothing wrong with him. So.
It's like Remus.
Molly
from,
not here. Molly gone.
Yeah.
FICO.
Molly gone. Yeah.
God.
Travis, Tiefling Nerd wants to know, if Jester hadn't cast Zone of Truth, how much do you think Ford would have believed of Molly's story? Well, you would have probably tried to insight.
Probably. I have to say that it was such a departure from what I was expecting that I think I probably would have believed it. It was the last thing I was expecting to hear you say was that you were dug up out of the fucking earth a few years ago and you didn't know who you were. That's some crazy shit.
That fills me with joy.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know I've been a real assole to everybody. This last,
Well, yeah, and
like 4
and plus
months.
I feel like I'm getting the full Taliesin, right? Anything that doesn't shock me or like give me pause. I feel like I got robbed of the Jaffe experience.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would have believed him. I was just glad people weren't asking other people questions.
I'd go see the Jaffe Experience at Hollywood Horror Nights.
Right? 4D.
Ooh, 4D. Hey, Taliesin.
Yeah.
Maida Parkinson says, what in your character's mind leads him to think that Lucian / Nanagan,
I know, right?
Matt's gonna hate me, is a person he no longer wishes to be? Is it specific things or just a generic feeling?
Wow. Okay. I might get a little deep on this one.
Yes.
If you haven't,
Go 4 deep.
Yeah, I'll get 4 deep on this one. 4 to 6. Let's see what we can pull
4
off.
deep.
Built 4 deep.
4 deep. I'm gonna stop.
4 deep. This is my favorite episode.
I'm a big fan of the notion of identity and sort of playing with the notion of how we think of ourselves. And I will admit, in my past, what can politely be described as a intense nervous breakdown was one of the best experiences I ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And really kind of was fascinating, kind of going through a process of like, I'm just going to get rid of a bunch of stuff that's not working for me and like take on a bunch of stuff that is, and I'm good with that. And that's kind of that's definitely, and you can see a bit of that in Percy, but it's definitely kind of the function of Molly Mock's character there is he doesn't care who Lucian was. He's not, it doesn't matter if he was a good person or a bad person. It's, I'm me now, and I have decided this is what I'm doing. I'm made of nothing but decisions that have led me to be this person.
Yeah.
And if you think that I need to add a bunch of decisions to be more complete, or if a bunch of stuff that happened in my past is more important to who I am than who I am now, that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's fucked up and stupid. I mean, that's madness. You get to decide who you are, and he has very much decided who he is, and there's this little tangent, and wherever it leads, good or bad, is possibly to someone who, or to a person that's going to want to fundamentally change who he is and overwrite a lot of that. He has nothing to do with it.
I think one of the biggest hindrances to growth, especially when it comes to identity, is allowing ourselves to be defined by our worst moment.
Yes.
Or by our mistakes. And I'm not
Or
a
by our
believer
best.
in, huh?
Or by our best, to be honest.
Or by our best.
I know
Yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
bad
An
people who
opposite end of
define
the
themselves by
spectrum.
their best, by their one good thing they've ever gotten their shit together with.
You can see those people at the cons because their banner just has like the one episode of Walking Dead that they were on. No, I'm kidding.
But it's a thing.
yeah.
And he has no interest in complicating his reality with whatever that is.
Is it safe to say that he's more carefree now? Maybe, not
wouldn't
carefree,
know, but yes.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that weight is off of him, and he's not constantly remembering.
I have friends who travel with the circus, and I have friends who live kind of that lifestyle and who travel. And I just saw a couple of them a few days ago, and there is a joyous freedom to not owing the world anything of yourself, of just being it's not even just being responsible only for yourself, but just choosing not to let yourself get bogged down with a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter to you. And he's very careful about it. He's selected the things that matter to him, and he's in fully in that, and not interested in investing in anything else.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, I love it. I could talk about this shit all night.
Oh man, I've been thinking about this character for a long
Sadly,
time.
Travis is here.
Since Percy, man.
My character has a fucking Texan accent.
I love your Texas.
It's endearing. It's really endearing. That's what
It's certainly better than my Irish accent. Jesus.
it is. It's much better than an Irish accent.
I'm getting better.
It gets stronger.
It's getting better.
That's the whole point.
We're gonna give away some more free shit.
Chris Lockey's going to make a lot of noise this time because he was barely clapping last time.
I want to hear you clap this time. Well,
No,
wait for me to say the
fucking-
thing,
hold
God
on a
damn it,
second.
Chris. Our next giveaway is for you fans that create and send in incredible art from moments during Critical Role, the very show we're discussing here tonight. It's time for Fan Art of the Week.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, there we go. That's a guy who's excited about my wood. This week's fan art winner was sent in by Donna Strong, aka at the Hoe Cake. The Hoe Cake?
That's what it is.
Yeah, you're doing
That's
it.
what it is.
Unless it's Vahokik.
Let's take a look.
Vahokik.
Have you guys seen this?
Whoa! What the hell? Why are you showering in tar? I'm kidding. That's incredible.
What did we call this one, Danny?
Nightmares.
Nightmares.
Wow.
Oh man,
That's like I want an oil painting of that.
God damn.
That's really impressive. Keep going down to the signature, because I mean that is a John Hancock too. That's really impressive. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Copy that.
Says the Hoe Cake.
Credit
wish
card.
Oh wait.
I think her name is Victoria Hookake.
Oh.
Oh.
Then
that makes
why
sense.
is it Donna something?
That's what I got emailed, okay?
I understand. I don't mean to question you, Danny.
The internet's always right.
Dump a whole cake.
Victorian.
Victorian.
That's it.
Oh,
Victorian.
okay.
That's the handle.
Oh, tight.
Twitter, it's not that.
Oh, tight. Okay, cool.
Tight,
I like
tight,
that.
tight.
Tight. Thanks to everyone who submitted. Congrats to you, Donna. You have won this zebra wood deck box from our friends at Wormwood. Zebra wood is what I use for my home game. I have the zebra wood set.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure to check them out on Twitter at Wormwood Gaming. Magic? Yay, Magic cards inside.
Sounds like a granola bar or something.
That'd be
Preparing
tight.
for
With a little granola
I keep
bar.
my tarot cards in my
This
box.
zebra wood is.
So I was there. Give me the smell.
Okay, I smelled the strap. Oh, the wood smells good too.
Strap smells good.
A reminder for those submitting, please include how you'd like to be credited if you win. And just a reminder that our giveaways are currently only available to people in the United States, Canada, excluding Quebec. And the email is what, Travis? Submit
Oh, yep. Submit at.
at
Submit.
tuxmachina.com. Nope, that's not it.
No, look. Submit.
We'll let Chief handle the submissions
Submit.
from now on.
Submit.
Travis, stop what you're doing with an answer to this question. From Junk_Ren. Ford always seemed to be suspicious about Molly's lies, but now that he knows a lot more, is it better or worse than he expected?
Travis.
Yeah, Travis.
Well, I think the honest answer is that it's worse. Because I think you can work someone if they're intentionally lying and know what the truth is behind all that, but you don't know what your previous person or life entailed. You don't know if anybody's coming after you.
Nope.
You don't know if you're cursed or possessed. You don't know what sort of dental records you have. It's really bad.
I've started bleeding on sharp things, and they started giving off magic light. That literally has happened in the last week.
Yeah,
that is
that's-
my life now.
That's not better. That's
No.
worse.
Do you think anyone in the group views him as a liability at this point?
No.
Or are they still just like, we're with you?
I think everybody's with him. I know Yasha, of course, is totally down.
Yeah.
Jester loves. Nott and Caleb are probably a little suspicious of somebody that doesn't know their past. I don't think that Bo cares.
Bo doesn't. Bo, I think if anything, Bo is mildly entertained.
Yeah, I think if I had to categorize it, I think Ford kind of views you as like a time bomb with a very long counter on it.
Yeah, that's
You know.
fair. That's very fair.
Or maybe a clock that just has.
On the other hand, I the only experience I have in my life is getting a bunch of people who kind of loathe each other to work reasonably as a team to make money. So that is basically my only
Right.
concept in life.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh gosh, yeah.
I get it.
I like it. You could be a werewolf. You don't even know it.
Yeah, that's entirely true.
Taliesin,
Keep open.
Jane Holly Meissner wants to know, how did Molly Mock choose his name after he woke up?
Ooh, good question.
That is a good question. He didn't choose his name. It was chosen for him
By?
Say what?
by Gustav, by the head of the carnival, by the
Oh,
head of the
really?
circus.
Interesting.
Because they had to forge papers for him, and they've been, and because not that, and a few people have figured this out already. It's because the only words he was saying for the first
Empty.
week or two was empty. They just started calling him empty, and it was Molly Mock Tea
Empty.
Leaf, so it was just these initials.
Wow.
So
Oh shit.
That's tight.
People are smart.
yeah, they are.
I know Liam during the show asked you, are you saying empty or MT?
Empty,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, ooh, empty. Oh.
So they just thought it was his name for a while. Maybe his name is empty, so they were just calling him,
And we left
And it
Gustav
became
in the jail back in, or
Yep.
is he doing like community
He's
service?
doing community
Yeah.
service. We're working
He's
on
got the
that.
big
Done
debt
that.
to pay off. I forgot
Been
about
there, done
I
that,
didn't.
man. Picked up trash
That
in
was
the
good.
freeway. Travis,
Never leave a man behind.
yeah,
Yeah.
no circus man left behind. Gulstab wants to know, how does it feel to be one of the players still withholding almost all of their backstory? Are you ready to have it thrust into the spotlight anytime soon? Do you plan on keeping it a secret as long as possible?
Only you were like everybody's holding back their backstory.
Yeah. Let's see. Caleb hasn't really divulged anything. Nott's been pretty. It's been telling. Jester's told. Bo.
Bo ain't said shit.
Yasha is still.
Yeah. Not Yasha hasn't said anything.
Yasha hasn't said
You
shit.
don't even know yours. I mean, yeah, you gave us a little clip, but I
got
can
a
tell you
little
what
bit.
I was doing 2 fucking years ago. That doesn't matter. Actually, that's not true. That's a lie.
How does that sound come out of you?
I like that nobody knows, right? That nobody seems to care at this point. I think that's kind of nice. The fewer amount of times that I wake up spitting up salt water, it's
Yeah.
It's not bad, you know?
I'm of the opinion I genuinely don't care until anyone chooses to share it and until it becomes a problem.
Yeah, right? And I'm a
I don't
good
need to
guy.
know.
Yeah, I'm here trying to help everybody.
You've been showing up.
Yeah. Just lawful good. That's what I am.
You show up and you punch in and you do your work, and until it's a problem, that's not a problem.
That's right. I'm here to help other people.
I mean, to be fair, I was in a circus with a vampiric monster that was eating children.
That's
but,
true, and you
it
just
worked
didn't
out.
even see it. So.
And then what happened in the game too.
That's also true. I forgot about that.
Taliesin, actually, Pizza Schnitzel wants to know,
Is it really pizza schnitzel?
It is.
That makes me very happy.
how is Molly feeling after revealing everything to the group? Is he relieved about not having to bullshit anymore, or is he nervous about future conversations?
Oh, he is nervous about future conversations.
I would
because
imagine
bullshit,
so.
I had so many like variations on the theme ready to go, but the one thing I didn't prepare for was actually meeting somebody in the wild who actually knew that. I thought I'd have a while. I thought it was going to be a while.
It looked that way. You could see on your face that you were like,
This is the one thing I haven't prepared for,
Right.
and now I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I was sitting trying to think, like, how can I bullshit a story around? I can't think of a way
the
around
worst.
this. But I've got, like, finding out that the swords weren't magic, like, which I expected. There was a couple times I picked up objects and used them, and no one noticed that I was, like, I used my power without the swords once, and no one noticed.
oh no, I didn't notice that either.
During the bandits.
See, that's what's so good about Mercer, though, is that he's not giving us any time to prep. Like, we walked into specific areas, whether it was Whitestone or Kevdak or whatever it was. So, like, if you wanted to, while you were driving around in the week leading up to Thursday, you could kind of think about, like, if this happens, I'll do this, or maybe I'll say that, or try and prep something. But he's just like, bam, fuck your plans.
I was prepared for, like, a year of this shit, and he was like, nope.
Fuck your burn.
And we were at the airport. He was like, nope, fuck your burn.
Yep.
Damn. Actually, speaking of the swords, Travis, loving ramen. Who doesn't love
I mean,
ramen?
seriously.
Everyone loves ramen.
Loving ramen asked, I noticed Ford reacted strangely to Molly revealing that his swords are just simple swords. Can you expand on what might have been going through Ford's mind?
Yeah, I think he looks at both Caleb and Molly as sources of knowledge and perhaps like experience that he can pull from. Caleb because of all of his, his wizardry and his extra arcane stuff, and just because Molly had swords that looked like they did magic shit too. So whether it was praying over the blades and all that bullshit, and hoping that something was going to come from that, or like some sort of a ritual that he might disclose to Ford because they've been getting closer, or something that might teach him something about his own sword. I think that was disappointing to learn that wasn't quite.
I still know things on occasion. Every now and then, he just knows things. So if he could, he could just do the Time Bandits. Don't touch that! It's evil.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, then we're not done yet.
Oh, well, I mean, that's exciting.
I love Time Bandits.
I do too.
Taliesin, Meg M. Hannah wants to know.
Yeah.
Time Bandits? Yeah, I know. How did Molly feel about Knott's insistence that he should learn about his past? He got a little nasty with her toward the end of Zone
I think
of
I said
Truth.
exactly how Molly felt about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was he actually angry with her, or was he fed up with answering everyone's questions?
I think he was. What is the phrase? It is. I don't want to. It's very much. It's a very much like from Molly's perspective. It's very much like a nice innocent child of appropriate age. Let's say 13 or 14 years old, going up to you when you were young and go, "Why don't you dress more like a boy?"
Yeah.
I mean, like, why don't you go fuck yourself?
Yeah.
You're adorable. Like, not anger, but it was very much what a patronizing thing to say. Wow, your parents really didn't raise you right, did they? Yeah, it was very, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It was, but still friends, but definitely, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did people often ask you when you were younger if you were a pyramid?
They asked me if I was a boy or a girl on occasion, but yeah, no. Pyramid? No, never. Never.
Never. Yeah, sure.
No.
Travis. Actually,
Zoom in, this is right into, just deliver it. Dead cold. Dead cold.
I know what our Squeef's doing when he wakes up. That's for sure.
Thank you.
And go.
Ready, Aim, Fire 18 has a question for Travis. We have about 6 minutes left. We know that Ford has felt protective of Knott in the past. Does her revelation about her relationship to Caleb change his feelings toward her or Caleb at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
I noticed. I think you even said something at the moment. I think you even said like, "Wow, that's I definitely have a better understanding.
Yeah,
Is it
I
something-
thought it was I of course thought it was the other way around with Caleb protecting Not and Ford. Not just like, oh, fellow green-skinned person that, maybe some people don't look at with great pleasure every time you walk into a room, right? And felt protective of a goblin that was trying to hide who she was. And seeing it flipped and that knowing that Not it seems a lot smarter, seems a lot more world-weary, and maybe has been keeping more at bay than even I, as a player, realized.
Molly is not entirely sure if that relationship is healthy still. I'm a little iffy on that.
I don't know. Well, I mean, and the fact is that, like, Caleb doesn't even know everything about Not. So, yeah, I think I was more excited to, like, take Not under my wing until I realized that Not didn't give a shit about being under that wing. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, her allegiances are already formed.
Yeah.
It could go a little squeaky frow. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm a little. Every now and then I'm like, it's a little dark over there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a dark corner.
I don't trust having teams within teams. We gotta break that up a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a sub-team.
We'll kill them soon.
Question for both of you from Hate Pig.
Hate Pig?
Hate Pig.
Okay.
This person hates the cops. What did Molly Mock and F. Eric Jordan take for their level 4 advance and why?
Oh, I took Warcaster.
I took Tough.
Yeah.
Because I do so much. It currently takes 9 to 12 points of damage for me to just activate my full power set, and that's a lot of hit points. So
Yeah.
I was feeling a little squishy, so
I realized with when I was playing Grog, I never took Sentinel, which I don't know, I just didn't see it, or I just never thought of it, but it made me crazy, so I totally outsourced this time.
yeah, everyone took.
Oh
Sentinel.
yeah, I saw your tweet.
Yeah, Mercer was like, "Did you just?" I was like, "I did." I totally asked people what a Hexblade or Warlock or person with my stats should do, and it came down to like Actor or Warcaster, and Actor would have been really RP sweet, but I need to be able to keep Hex up, or at least a better chance of keeping it
You're
up,
doing
I
great
feel
with
like.
the RP.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Yeah, just wait till I try and be a woman. That'll be
Yeah.
no problem.
That's not a bad try.
Thanks.
Yeah. Taliesin,
Yeah.
help us forget what just happened with an answer to this question from Skelecan. Why did Molly lie to the Tabaxi about remembering her instead of coming clean?
Because coming clean would have meant all sorts of interesting and messed up consequences. And if there's one thing that I'm not in the mood for, it's consequences. So I wanted to keep a handle on the situation, and so worst case scenario is that word gets back to a bunch of people that I'm acting a little weird, as opposed to something worked, something didn't work. We got to there was a whole series of things that would have triggered, and that Tabaxi was really way too into it. So I just wanted to better to just keep the status quo in this new person's mind and not deal with it. So
She was really into it.
yeah, and yeah.
We thought for sure you were like a messiah or something
And again,
like that.
when in doubt, lie.
Yeah. That's what's
The bug
that's
one.
been my motto for
That's
3 decades.
That is the basic of Molly Mock. Is the first thing out of your mouth should never be the truth.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Speaking of our beloved Arshqueef,
Yep.
finally submitted a question again. Because he's been laying low because, he feels like he gets so much screen time already.
It's been a drought. It's like a desert.
Top billing.
Travis, you're going to get the last question of the night. This one is also for Taliesin. Is Molly's Irish accent woeful because it was originally Lucian's accent and Molly is trying actively to suppress it?
No idea.
Fuck. That's such a good question. I want an answer to it. Son of a bitch.
I assume also just because Gustav had the same accent, but I don't know if that means anything or not. But
Okay.
Molly speaks with the same accent that Gustav does, if I recall. So, but that could mean anything.
Talison's full of shit.
Yeah, this is getting old. I'm ready
Always.
to end the show almost. Travis, our final question of the night comes from the Care Is Fell. How does Ford feel now that he knows the power he now holds is not the Falchion, but in himself?
Power was inside of you all along.
So Wizard of Oz.
Had to hold it in.
You bastard.
5.
I think he's actually encouraged, a little unsettled, but encouraged to see that it could transfer from one to the other. He's not about to get rid of that sword, though, because that was something that was not there before. Oh no! I went to a Beauty and the Beast song in my head. There
Which
may
one?
be something that there wasn't
Oh
there
my
before.
God.
Yeah.
Oh God. My
God.
childhood just came through in a violent way.
By childhood, he means he watched that last night.
On Laserdisc.
Laserdisc. You know, I only owned one movie on Laserdisc.
Did you? I do.
Do you want to know what it was?
Please tell me.
The Stallone Judge Dredd movie.
Wow, the one with the no.
The
Is
one
that
with
the
Rob
one?
Schneider.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Max
Was it
von
on sale?
Sydow.
Judge Dredd, not Demolition Man. I immediately was like, the 3 shells?
Demolition
No.
Man's great. It's just
Okay.
one long Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah.
I had Die Hard and T2.
Way cooler than
I had a
mine.
lot of Laserdiscs.
Wait, I bet you
I
did.
went
I bet you still do.
You know, I got rid of everything.
Yeah, they take up a lot of space.
They do. They're a huge amount of space.
Yeah, I know, Max. We're talking about some important shit here that the people want to know about. Good God, he's got somewhere to be. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time Max has for tonight, folks.
Producer life.
Stick around. Are you guys excited for some dungeon crawling
Oh,
after a
man.
lot of this political shit?
Yeah, I want to go kill some stuff.
I believe it's going to be
ready.
probably coming up based on the way
right.
things ended.
Some orbs. I'm real worried.
Yeah.
Got some holy water. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Respect the will of the wisp, man.
Yeah, Will-O-Wisp
Yes.
will fuck you up.
I
Heck
don't know
yeah.
what that is.
You'll find out. Stick around for Talks Machina After Dark on Alpha, and then come back to Twitch at 9 for a Sun9 Wisdom featuring
The Mighty Nine Wisdom.
yours truly. I would like to hashtag thank my guest, courtesy this week of @KaiMcDonaldArt, Badass Winning Hand,
Oh, that's a good one. I like
Good one.
that.
Too nice. That's
That
too
is
nice.
what again?
Past has been Daffy.
That's not bad. That's
Wow.
not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in
These
there.
are good.
That's a good one. I'm your host, Acid Champagne Coiffer.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
It is. I know. That's why my voice is all fucked up. Critical Role Campaign 2, Episode 15 airs this week. 15, guys. Can you believe it?
No.
Ah.
Feels like 5.
Until then, please, please, please don't forget to love each other. And don't worry, it's almost Thursday. Stay turnt, my friends. Welcome back to the same show on a different channel, but still the same great guests. And featuring Pillow
More
Mat.
after her.
Yeah. Yeah, get comfy. You're kind of giving him droop eye there with the leaning in, but this is the show where we ask questions off of a digital device instead of an analog one.
Good.
Let's see if there's anything good. Oh, Callison.
Yeah.
Sour Idealist. At C2E14, you almost mentioned a song on Molly's playlist, but then decided it would be too spoilery. Can you share it now, or is it still too spoilery?
Oh, look at me. I don't know what song. Oh, was this one you?
Well, no, it was. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, we are going to do the playlist, but I'll wait for the play. It was.
Do it.
Yeah.
It
no.
is kind of fun when you just get the playlist.
Well, I mean,
and you're
the song is "I'm a Little Teacup." It just depends on what
yes.
you.
short and
Stout. Here is my
Handle.
Here is my
Wiener.
stout.
Sorry. Stout.
It curves to the left, if I recall, right?
Yep, right.
Yeah.
For purposes.
curves to the left, right. 283 lease. What's your best Fjord Ford joke? Everyone.
Oh, what's
No one's done Ford prefect yet, but I don't know how you would work that in.
what is it?
Ford prefect?
Prefect.
Yeah, the Ford prefect. It's a car only for Europe, though, so it's only funny to our European audience.
Oh, well.
Hitchhiker's fans.
Yeah, or
Congrats.
Hitchhiker's the
Or
guy.
Harry Potter fans.
Do they have a Ford prefect in the?
They have prefects.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really motivated to make Ford's last name T''HOUG.
Ford tough.
Yeah.
We've done Ford Bronco.
Focus.
Yeah.
Explorer.
That's
Edge.
been done. Edge is
Yeah.
done.
Intrepid.
You haven't got Fiesta and Pinto in there.
Got it. Yeah.
Ooh, Ford Pinto.
But Pinto.
When I was in high school, we bought a Ford Pinto for $50 and named it Pepe.
Really?
That's the one that I crashed into the front of the Kmart.
Yep.
The super
I remember that
Kmart.
story.
Travis, J. Halfie wants to know, what's your favorite trait of Ford that differs from your own personally?
Ooh,
Good question.
that is good. I feel like, I feel like whether you're acting or creating D&D characters, at least for me, I like to put parts of myself in characters. So I think the thing that maybe he has, I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, and it might still be early for level 4. Because even just this last game, he's starting to get a little bolder and like take more risks. I don't know. At this point, I would think that he's willing to let the cards fall where they may and maybe take some blind risks. And I'm not normally a blind risk person. I'm very planned and pragmatic and stuff. So we'll see where it goes. But maybe that'll be it. Maybe he'll really start putting the disguise self through its paces and see how crazy it can get.
Yeah. This one's going to be
question.
fun. That's a great question.
That's a really good question.
Thank you, J. Halfie. Last Jabberwocky asks for both of you. We've heard Matt's, Sam's, and Liam's Jester impression. Can we hear yours?
Oh no. Is Laura watching Alpha? She's
Laura may be watching
probably
right
asleep.
now, and she may be weird. I'm not sure.
I love donuts.
Jester.
I'm Jester, and I have little unicorn hamsters. And I like to put them in my bed, and they wrestle each other.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty damn cute.
Guiding Vixen, Travis, are you tempted to get a trident just to have Ford cosplay as Aquaman?
Yes.
What, you could also do the Namor Speedos at some point.
Genuinely, I'm a big fan of tridents. If we come across one of those motherfuckers,
You get a seahorse eventually. That'd be great. like Aquaman and Super Friends. Trident and
seriously.
seahorse.
But a true trident, not that 5-pointed damn
No,
thing. in
no,
the
no,
Justice
the-
League
the
movie.
real deal.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking trident. It has 5 goddamn points.
Yeah, seriously, it's called something else, right? When they have 5 tips and their name
He
for
also
it.
jumps on the car and goes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he does
in
the Metallica, yeah!
Justice League movie.
Yeah. Yeah, a true trident. I'd be
I
game
don't know what
for.
a 5-pointed. I don't know why you would need 5 points on anything. All that really does is like fuck up the weight distribution, so you get less pressure on each point.
That's right.
It hurts
Thank
less.
you.
It does less.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's why one claw is better.
Yeah.
Than,
See, that's a Talus and Jaffe topic right there.
Boom.
Why tridents only have 3 points.
Boom.
better because then you can catch stuff and.
Yeah. Roast it.
Flay it. I know, look at you flipping on the grill.
You have to have, your arms would.
Below it, he calls it a quindent.
That's what it is. A quindent.
Quindent? That does not sound as cool as a trident.
I'll talk to Jason about
It
it.
doesn't
We'll
look
fix
as cool as a trident either. It's
Yeah.
got 5 points.
It's also not the name of gum. Talise wants to know, several episodes ago, Molly seemed very excited at the concept of a store dedicated entirely to candy. Had he never heard of one because of his amnesia, and what weird but commonplace thing are you most excited for him to experience for the
He is
first time?
constantly delighted by shit. He finds life delightful. He finds everything delightful. So if there's sugar involved, alcohol, like any thrill or high or otherwise, he is on board. I'm that is what he does with his free time that he has not had this
Even
week.
like adrenaline thrills and
Oh, he'll go for adrenaline thrills,
Yeah.
sure. But like, it's been a week, so like, there hasn't really been enough time to like really.
that's true.
We haven't relaxed yet. But yeah, just anything like that's new. That looks like fun. Let's do that. This looks like it's going to rot your
Will
teeth.
he
That
drink
sounds great.
Merlot?
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sure. He will drink Merlot
Speaking of drinking,
and white wine.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ma Dunnett says, for both of you, who would win in a drinking contest? Molly or Ford? Also, what kind of drunk would they be?
I think Molly would win.
Molly would win.
Yeah, and I think I think he's that super nice drunk. It's like, you're so nice. You're just so nice to everyone, and I can always count on you for a smile and a kind. Look, you look so handsome. Oh, and this is soft. This is really nice stuff.
It's soft.
It is.
This is
Look at
actually this is
this.
my carny coat.
It matches your eyes.
Molly gets the louder the drunker he gets. And he's also, he's the guy who's nice, but also that's when like the weird bad prank idea would kick in.
Oh yeah. Fix your thing so it doesn't rub against the mic. No, you're fine.
I'm fine. There we are.
Chris gets.
Sorry, Chris.
He beats me after the show if we have things over there. Travis. Sarah wants to know if Ford hadn't made his saving throw, what questions would he have been most afraid of being asked under Zone of Truth? If you can answer that.
Oh yeah, jeez. Oh, things like what's your biggest fear? Have you ever lost anyone? Where did you come from? What
Fordlandia.
What are you really searching for? Things like that.
Fordlandia?
No,
Fordlandia.
Yeah.
Just outside Portland.
Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
Immune.
Immune. For both of you, Curiel wants to know, why were you so willing to give up your blood to a known criminal? Did it not freak you out thinking of the many things he could do with it? Because I know he said it was to track you in case of like.
I have been in that situation before, and there comes
does not surprise
No, I
me
mean
about
like
you.
not specifically with the blood, but there's sometimes that you're in a room with a bunch of people, and you're like, they offered to give me this really expensive alcohol that might be poisonous, and it seemed impolite to say no because they might cut me. I think it was just like. It's not like they're not asking, they're telling us.
What room was that? That's really
It's a
great.
long story. I'll get into that one later.
I want to hear it. Yeah.
No, but like, you definitely are sometimes in a room where you're like, I'm just going to have to go along with whatever is happening because they're going to.
It's totally buy the ticket, take the ride.
Yeah.
Right? You're in there. You say no, you're just going to leave, and you haven't learned anything new.
No.
Yeah.
We were in. It was too late.
Yeah, we're there to rock and roll. Plus, there was a big ass ogre at the door.
Yeah.
And a big Goliath lady with a maul. Like,
We were dead if they wanted us dead.
Yeah.
They can have my blood.
Sure.
Take my blood. We got to go here in a minute, but Sir Dimino wants to know, if you could convince the party to go do something fun together, what would it be? Laser tag? Guys, let's all go play some laser tag.
Qzar? Was it called Qzar?
Qzar. Yeah.
Oh, it's called Qzar, wasn't it?
Yeah, Matt-
Laser tag and the VR. It was like there was like a VR arcade.
The arcade?
What would be a good team building exercise?
Augmented camping.
It doesn't have to be team building, it could just be fun. What's that?
A rope course?
Oh, a rope course.
Yes.
Yeah, someone yelled
Or-
eating yellow
yes.
snow.
A rope? No.
Oh, I thought Chris looked. An escape room? Yeah.
Literally, that is your life as a D&D
Right.
character is basically
Yeah,
one
you
big
are an escape room.
I think a ropes course would actually be an obstacle course would be pretty great to see how each one gets through it.
Oh, yeah, that could be cool.
I'm
Yeah.
not kidding about the augmented camping.
Or you guys could all do shrooms and walk
Exactly.
off into
Yes.
the woods or something.
Yeah, no, you go into the
like,
woods, just have a time.
Just a big old teapot of psilocybin. And just
Bring some of those cool light.
glow sticks.
Thank you.
Yep. I'm just gonna keep
I haven't
letting
been to
them
a
direct
rave in
air
weeks.
traffic.
Bring the plane.
Did you guys hear about the people caught throwing a rave in a closed down Toys R Us? You know, they've been closing down Toys R Us.
That made me so
And I was
happy.
like, check Taliesin alibi.
Where were you on?
Yeah, be a part of this rave. Okay, our last question of the night.
An egg to get the last chunk of the
What?
directions. I was the guy you brought an egg to get the last chunk of the directions. You know?
Yep,
Standing outside of the
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
that's why you always have eggs with you.
Yeah, this is true.
Travis, you get, again, our last question of the night from the real Carito. What was the first thing Laura said when you got home from last week's game? I know.
Oh, baby, I'm so sick. That's terrible. She is sick.
She is
I'm
sick.
not making fun of her. It's really terrible.
I tried to hug her today, and she was like, "Don't hug me."
Well, you know what the crap
I said, "'Cause
thing
you're
is,
sick." She's like, "No, just
She called
don't
like
hug me."
she called the midwife's office and she was like, I got a bad cough. Is there no fever or anything? Like, is there anything? And they were like, just so you know, when you're pregnant, it takes 2 times as long to get over things because you're
Oh,
like splitting
no,
your
really?
immune system. She was like, awesome, great, thanks, love
What
it.
about like fights and stuff that you guys get in? Does it take her twice as long to get over
To get
those?
over it? I know, Jesus. Yeah, she just sends me straight outside like right away.
Oh boy.
No, what did she say? She was like, why did you not pay attention to the questions that I asked? I was like, because you weren't fucking there.
I know it's hard to like check the text thread every 5 seconds and yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Keep
multitask
up.
that well.
Somebody had a question about, and I was curious about this too, about is there anyone you guys would be really interested in Jaegering if they missed a week in this campaign?
Yes.
I would love to Jaeger Sam.
See, I was gonna say,
feel like Not could be fun to drive.
yeah, I was gonna say Caleb or maybe Yasha, just because that barbarian skin, man.
I could do
So
both too. I really like the character class, and I think I could play.
I don't understand the key points. I'd have to like read up on that shit.
It's similar to what I just got out of with
Percy.
with Percy.
The grip
so,
points and shit.
Yeah.
You damn bastard.
You damn bastards. Are we out of time, Max? Yep. All right. Oh, God. If he didn't want to go home before, he really does now. Oh, wait. We have one more question, actually, from @Max Jenga. Yeah, pull it up on the screen. Oh, for Taliesin, are you a pyramid?
That's all. Good night. Good night, everybody. This interview's over.
Wait, you can get over.
This interview's over.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
There's a little pyramid where he was sitting.
That was just because I was nervous.
Oh, man. We snuck that one in. Oh, boy. Thanks to everyone for submitting questions. Thank you to Courtney and Danny
Thanks,
for
Courtney
getting
and
us
Danny.
those. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Max. We love you guys. No problem. We'll see you on the couch next week. We'll see you Thursday night for Critical Role. Taliesin. Goodness.
Making Giza.
Did you guys see Ready Player One?
No.
I haven't seen it yet either.
Okay.
Rampage?
No.
yet.
I gotta see Rampage.
Me too.
I'm
Yeah.
really excited for Rampage. So.
Me too. I did see.
Killing Max slowly.
Love you guys. There he is. We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody. That's hilarious.